We're starting.
Hello there, folks.
We're here. We're in charge. We're doing things. I'm Adam.
I'm Mike.
And this is episode 22.
22.
Are you feeling 22, Mike?
I don't know about you.
Well, we're definitely feeling 22. That was awful. I'm so sorry.
Yes. So, Adam, you were telling me before this that all of your cereal choices are racially charged. Can you explain that?
Some like it sweet, some like it hot. I like it sweet.
And we all know what race that is.
Yeah. Chocolate.
Yes.
Oh.
So this is our Christmas, New Year's look back episode.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've gone a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. We were in a cramped room without any air conditioning. And in a room that didn't have any other purpose except we started with a recording studio and we ended up in my living room.
Yes. Yeah, we were in a small bedroom, then we went to a small Brockport room. Now we're in a small living room.
Yeah, that's actually pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's pretty spacious. This is like a loft to somebody. Like, this is someone's apartment.
Yes. A homeless person would be happy to live here.
That's true. I feel like, yeah. But just momentarily going back to Taylor Swift, because I can't let that go. She's ruined turning 22 for everybody.
Yes.
From the moment she released that song to now. Like, you can't turn 22 on the internet and not have some wise aleck thinking he's original. Be like, haha, how's it feel to be 22? And then post the Taylor Swift song. It's impossible. It's awful.
And the horrible thing is, next year's going to be 23.
Right, and then everyone's going to quote the Blink-182 song.
Yes.
That nobody cares about you when you're 23. It's a vicious cycle. I like being 24. There's no songs about being 24.
You just watch Jack Bauer.
Exactly. Constantly.
Yes.
There's just a clock above you constantly going, just counting down.
Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom.
So, just looking back at some of the things we've talked about over the years, our first episode...
Over the years.
Over the years.
Over the years.
You know, it feels so long.
It does. It feels like an eternity.
Back in June of 1985...
Oh, shoot.
We brought up our first topic ever was Selena Gomez's Can't Keep My Hands to Myself.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And she is a psychopath, and you can actually follow that on Twitter.
On Twitter? Is she gone full crazy?
Yes. The body piles are so high.
It feels like the shelf life for a Disney star is like success, Disney Channel, strikes out on their own, successful for like 2 to 3 years, and then full-blown crazy.
Yeah. Or rated R movie.
Right. Oh, right.
That
Rated
takes
R
away
movie.
their innocence completely.
Right. And then full-blown crazy.
Yes.
Probably dates a bad boy somewhere in there. Like, that's got to get thrown in there.
Like, probably the actress from Episode 7, Star Wars.
Rey?
Yeah, Rey. I don't know what actress that is. She's probably going to disappoint us all. After this trilogy is over, she's going to do just something that's just going to put a bad taste in all of our mouths.
That's sad. I really hope not.
I know.
Speaking of Star Wars, did you see Rogue One yet?
Well, you see, I have a little game.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Because you saw Rogue One.
I did.
I saw Passengers.
Did you close your eyes for the sexy time scene?
Oh my gosh.
I heard that's like a solid, like, it's an awkward amount of time.
Well, see, this is my proof that Chris Pratt wrote this movie.
Okay.
Because only him could write a script that says, then Chris Pratt tells Jennifer Lawrence, "You're so beautiful." Cut to sex scene.
Right.
Close up of Jennifer Lawrence in the shower.
That's it? That's so weird.
Yeah. Like, only Chris Pratt could write that. And maybe Jennifer Lawrence said, close up of Chris Pratt in the shower from behind.
Yeah.
Followed by sexy tucks saying, "I'm beautiful." Maybe they wrote it to each other. I think that's... But it was a really good movie.
Was it?
Yeah, like, despite those scenes where they're macking...
Yeah.
I really think it was a strong relationship movie that had a cool sci-fi twist to it. So it was It was relational, so my wife, she loved it. She's like,
Yeah.
I cried. And I liked it because it had like this, it had a psychology that was kind of twisted, plus like beautiful space.
Yeah.
And
sequencing shots, yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, we're definitely hurting for a good adventure movie. I mean, I think the last one was probably, they probably came out earlier this year, like with Interstellar and The Martian and some things like that. So there's definitely a market for it, and it's good to see that they kind of a twist on it, that it's not as dark. But still with sci-fi dystopian elements, which is really great.
Yeah.
Which is good.
The whole movie made me think of a cruise. I think they modeled the spaceship after a cruise.
Right.
And that's part of the humor is Chris Pratt will he's alone on the ship.
Right.
And he'll try to like do things on the cruise, and they'll be like, you have to be a gold member to do this.
Right.
So,
and he's not a gold member.
Yes. So, there's a lot of humor there.
Of course, it's Chris Pratt.
Yeah. But when he gets emotional and when he grows a beard, he turns serious.
Yeah?
Like,
that's weird.
He was fighting for the Oscar in this movie. Fighting hard.
Fighting hard for the Oscar?
Yeah.
Is it getting buzz for it, or?
I think I really liked it. And when I like a movie, I think Hollywood should. So.
Right.
So, yes.
Absolutely. That's great. That's really cool. So what was the game?
Well, the game is I was going to defend Passengers.
Okay,
then you defend Rogue One.
Defend Rogue One. Okay.
Yeah.
So Rogue One, first of all, fantastic.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. And I can say that because not just as a Star Wars fanboy, but there were some people that went there, like my housemate Andre and people like Jennifer P. Lash, who didn't really 100%. They weren't as invested in the movie as I was, and they walked away from it saying this was a great movie. So, it was really good. There was a really good 30 to 45 minutes of just the build up of this really good plot, and then after the last like hour and a half, it was just go. The Death Star blows things up. Darth Vader makes an appearance. Spoilers. He kills a bunch of rebel scum.
Oh.
He's got some good one-liners. There's TIE fighters. There's X-wings. There's explosions. There's lightsaber action. There's intrigue. There's this. Do you know who Donnie Yen is? He played. He did Ip Man. Have you heard of that movie?
Yes.
Right. So he's in that movie. He's like this force-sensitive guy, and he fights stormtroopers with a stick. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's really good, and there's a lot of like references to the original trilogy too, which is really cool.
Right.
There's a scene where they're in this one temple area, and the two guys that accost Luke and like Obi-Wan when they're in the cantina in Tatooine, the "You'll be dead" guys. They make an appearance. They're like in there, which is really funny.
Oh, that's funny, yeah.
Let's see what else. Like obviously Darth Vader, Leia makes has an appearance in it. Spoilers.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they CGI'd her in, like young Leia. It was kind of weird, but like also kind of cool. Grand Moff Tarkin, the old guy, that's in charge of the Death Star. He's in the movie. They also CGI'd him in a little bit. But that was good. Let's see, who else is in the film? Made an appearance. But no, it was good. It wasn't like it was good because they didn't try and they made enough references to episode 4 that it was awesome, but they didn't try and like use their legacy as a crutch.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what it felt like episode 7 might have been a little bit. Or it felt like they were just really... Because, it's hard not to when you have the original actors for Han Solo and Leia in your movie.
Right.
And it just feels that way. Because, when you get to... Like, as cool as it was them finding the Millennium Falcon, like, right off the start... But it definitely kind of set the tone for, like... using the original trilogy as like, hey, remember these are great, right? This movie's gonna be just as good. I mean they got Anakin's original lightsaber, et cetera. or Luke's. Well, no, technically it was Anakin's, and then Luke's, and then now it's Rey's. And yeah, so it just episode 7 is good. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved episode 7, but Rogue One, I definitely feel like if they continue to go in that direction, the Star Wars movies are going to be great. So
now let's go through the Star Wars checklist.
Yep.
Evil guy in black trying to build a big something that blows up other things.
Correct. Well, Darth Vader is in the movie, but in this one, they changed it up a little bit. The main villain, bad guy, the scientist, he's in all white.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Changed it up just slightly.
Okay. A hero from a low economic status who needs to believe in themselves.
Check.
Check.
She's actually technically, I guess, an orphan. Her mom died, and the Empire took her dad away, so she grew up in a life of a hive of scum and villainy.
Oh, okay. Robots that would make great toys.
Yeah. So there's this Empire droid, and they like reprogrammed him, and he's sarcastic and lovable.
Oh, ancient old dude with full of old-timey wisdom.
Yeah. So the guy that raised the main character, I forgot what her name is, Jyn, Jyn, I don't know, is a wizened old man in a robot suit.
Oh, right. Or after-school message about believing in yourself.
Spoilers, they actually all die at the end. So
no.
Yeah. So kind of, not really.
They really believed in themselves, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when they're on the whole thing is they're trying to get the plans for the Death Star that Darth Vader is chasing Leia for at the start of Episode 4. So there's a bunch of like rah believe in the Force kind of speeches at the end, but it's not as hopeful as the other ones because they don't get out.
It's not a New Hope.
It's not a New Hope, but they start the New Hope.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I really like that. That was the ending. I haven't seen it yet, so now I'm going in with
spoiled it.
I'm going in with that visual, but I'm glad that it ended on a wow.
Yeah, so
this might be different.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really compelling. Of course, to be fair though, we do know that they died because they said that they died in Episode 4. So
yeah.
But I mean, of course, you probably if you're not like a nerd like I am, you probably didn't know.
No. So on a scale of Serenity to Andromeda, where does this fit?
Honestly, it's pushing Andromeda. Like it's really good.
No, the other way.
Oh, the other. I liked Andromeda.
The series?
Yeah, why not?
With Kevin Sorbo?
Of course.
Okay, so maybe on Serenity's up here.
Okay, Serenity's good. I didn't really fully comprehend the scale. Yeah. Like, I feel like those are both good.
Okay, what would be at the bottom? What would be 1?
What's that terrible movie with Tim Allen?
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
So it's not a Galaxy Quest.
So Galaxy Quest is on the bottom and Spaceballs is at the top.
Yes.
But no, it's definitely, I mean, to give it a number rating, I would say, an 8.5, 9. It was a little bit slow at the start. I will admit the pacing at the start is a little slow, but they had to set up for a lot of it. But the references and the action and the score is great. They use a lot of John Williams' original score from episodes 4, 5, and 6, which is awesome. And it was definitely a good movie. Definitely a good movie.
That's good. I know I see a lot of people on Facebook posting pictures of the guy from Ip Man, like doing cool things with a stick, and then a quote being like, "The Force is my ally." I'm one with the Force. Yep. And I really want to put down a post that says, "Jesus is my Rogue One."
Stop it! Stop it! Just like you holding a Bible.
Yes.
It'd be great. Definitely should do it.
Well, I think it's a tie. Our fanboyness went from Passengers to Rogue One. I think
both space movies.
Yeah, maybe we should like switch. I go to yours, you go to mine,
and then we'll come back in a couple weeks and talk about it.
Close your eyes at 21 minutes into it.
Okay, I will.
Then 31 minutes into it.
How many times?
And 41 minutes into it.
How many times does this happen?
I don't know. They're two young kids alone on a ship.
With nothing but time.
Yes. So,
two young kids the same age as us?
Yes. Yeah. So, moving on. You heard of the remix of the 21 Pilots songs?
Yeah, with Mutemath.
Yeah. Your thoughts on those?
They're good. Okay, they're good. Don't get me wrong. And I like 21 Pilots. I like Mutemath. They're actually touring together. But they're definitely remixes. They're definitely remakes, and they give them a certain depth that you don't normally get with a 21 Pilot song, because normally with a 21 Pilot song, it's just the two of them, right? It's I think the main guy's name is Tyler, and I don't know what the drummer's name is.
Isaac. I just made that up.
Oh, I trusted you.
I know.
You're the worst.
I know.
So usually at the forefront of most of their songs is their lyrics, which is great because they write really deep, really meaningful lyrics, and played over really simple kind of tracks, simple beats, simple music. But then with the Mutemath, they were able to explore kind of a depth of sound. They were able to change up what they can do musically because they had more people. However, without taking really away from the lyrics, which I think was really good. I was really a fan of Heathens. I think they're
they really slowed it down for that one.
That was really good. I like that. But then I didn't like Tear in Your Heart, the last one that they did there.
Yeah.
I liked the original, I think, a little bit too much. That's probably one of my favorite songs by them. So
I hadn't heard Lane Boy, but I really like this rendition of Lane Boy. So.
Lane Boy's good, yeah.
What'd you think of Heavy Dirty Soul?
It was good. I mean, it was definitely a trend throughout was that they were definitely more techno-y. Like there was more elements in it, but the main guy from Mutemath that's what they do. So it made sense, but it was really good. So on the whole though, how do you feel about 21 Pilots though?
I think they're I really think they're creative. At first, I thought they were just cornball.
Yeah.
I'm like, those words don't rhyme. Stop it. You're being too white.
Right.
And then I had to listen to 5 songs. I had to listen to car radio. I had to listen to all those lyrics where they really love sleep.
Yeah.
And they can't get enough about it.
Right.
And, I heard that song "Ode to Sleep," and when he's talking about receding like a hairline.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's kind of corny, but I'm starting to understand why they're so lovable and so great.
Yep.
They're innocent, but at the same time they're so deep.
Right.
And they're talking about things that you can actually relate to.
Right.
Like on Stressed Out, you're like, oh man, I can really relate to.
Yeah.
I can't relate to Dre and his going down Compton's with a Uzi.
With an Uzi.
I can't relate to that, but I can relate to being stressed out.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you heard any stuff off of the original album 21 Pilots? Well, actually, technically, to be fair, they have an LP called Regional at Best that was literally only released regionally.
Yeah.
And it's only hard copy, so that's their first album. But their first released album is called 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
And on there is a couple of songs that are my favorite is A Car Torch of Death and Addict with a Pen and what's one more? The Pantaloon. So check those out. Check out the original album. You guys too. But yeah, I definitely agree. And I think every so often you get a band or a musician that comes along that just their voice and their lyrics kind of captures a generation. And I think 21 Pilots kind of captures the millennial voice and the millennial generation.
Yeah, like I have a feeling that like when they're playing the song, they have this big wheel that's cut in half.
Yeah.
And it says Jamaican or techno.
Yeah.
And when they were making Heathens, it went to techno.
Right.
When they went to Taryn, My Heart, it went to the Jamaican.
So, for sure.
Yeah.
I agree. But I mean, I don't want to say that they're like the Beatles or they're like the Rolling Stones or like whatever.
Well, they did break a record that only the Beatles broke.
Yeah.
Yes, and I don't know what that record is because I only read the headlines.
Yeah, I think it's album sales.
Yeah.
I think Blurry Face went double platinum, triple platinum. It went big. But yeah, it's like you see in time, you see like, when we talk about the Beatles, and you can't talk about, the late 60s to the early 80s without talking about the Beatles, or at least Paul McCartney and John Lennon. Like, they defined that generation. Just like, from, the 80s on, you have, like Michael Jackson, or you have, even with rock and roll, like the Rolling Stones or the Who, or the Who literally made a song called My Generation. So it's just like you see different bands that kind of capture how the generation that they're from is currently feeling, especially if they're good artists that are kind of in tune with the culture around them. I think 21 Pilots is that, just as much as, in the early 2000s it was like Blink-182, and it was I don't even know,
Avril
Lavigne and Smash Mouth. No, they're not on the same level.
Yeah, they sung My Feelings.
Blink-182, Green Day. I feel like Green Day definitely. Green Day's made a resurgence recently. I think they're not very happy with the Donald, so they're making a comeback. They actually, I saw this video. They did it a couple times, but while they were on, they were touring because they dropped a new album. They replaced some of their songs from off American Idiot with Donald Trump. So like, I was like, oh, okay, like literally like lyrics of Donald Trump. I was like, oh, they're now, really upset.
Are they Canadian citizens or American citizens? Because I thought they were Canadian.
I think there's a mix. I think like the drummer is Canadian, but I think Billie Joe Armstrong is American.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if they're all Canadian, I'm like, why the sour grapes?
Right.
If I made an album every time I was upset, my last album would be called Tijuana Mama. Why?
Why? Yeah, that was a poor life choice.
Yes.
Never again. Never again.
My next album would be All These Chores.
All These Chores? Question mark?
Yeah.
Question mark? Yeah, you don't see Our Lady Peace doing that. Why?
No.
Why do you got to do it, Green Day?
I know, Green Day.
Come on, get your stuff together.
You need to come around.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is Nickelback Canadian? If so,
Nickelback is Canadian.
Okay, you guys should take that back.
Yeah.
Tell Lynn to use her Canadian connections, because you guys have there's 10 people that live in Canada, so she knows everyone.
Yes. She's good friends with the mayor.
The mayor. Oh, the mayor of Canada.
The mayor of Canada.
They don't have a prime minister.
No.
Not just a mayor.
They're keeping it simple.
Yeah. Direct representation. They have a mayor. That's great. Sorry, Canada. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. You're a sovereign nation.
Yep. Under God.
A little bit bigger.
Yep.
But a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you imagine if their entire population is on a 200-mile wide strip, just above us? That's crazy to me. But then they have an entire expanse above them, but all of them live in that little 200-mile wide strip, along the Great Lakes.
And their provinces are huge.
Yeah, they're massive.
Yeah, you could spend all day driving in just one of them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But it makes way more sense than 50 individual little tiny states.
Well, we all had to start one. That was the thing back then.
Yeah. They're like, we want to be independent.
You're North Dakota? Well, I'm South Dakota.
Right, exactly. Yeah, points off for whose ever creativity failed at that point.
Yes. And you know what they're starting to think, because New York City is so influential?
Yeah.
They're thinking of taking everything that's not New York City in New York and calling us New Amsterdam.
I feel like they should be called New Amsterdam, because that's what they were originally called.
Right. And so we'd be like 51 now.
Okay.
So
screw you, Puerto Rico. You've been asking for years, but
yes.
We're actually citizens.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot would change.
No one would want to go to New Amsterdam. We'd become like a Rhode Island status.
Well, not necessarily, because we'd still have like the Adirondacks.
Yeah.
We still have the Great Lakes. We still have the Finger Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think people would still come. Like, I don't think that's too ridiculous. I don't think too much would change in that.
Yeah, but Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
We can't say, oh yeah, Kanye West goes to New York.
Do we want to say that though? Do we want to say that? Technically, he would still be going to New York. He wouldn't be going to New Amsterdam.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Also, I think we found the name for our podcast. Kanye West goes to New Amsterdam.
Everyone's always going somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Kanye.
Well, see, that's when people think about New York City.
Mm-hmm.
When New York City, you think of like
Trump Towers.
Trump Tower, Kanye West on the top of Trump Tower with champagne at midnight.
At midnight on Trump Tower as the ball drops.
And
Trump Towers.
And then you look at the other cities like Toronto. And Toronto is just, they just want to work, and they just want to invite like fun bands occasionally.
True. To be fair though, the mayor of Toronto, also on par with Kanye, on the roof of Trump Tower. Wasn't he the guy that was like doing like heroin? No, not heroin. He was like doing cocaine or something. Mm-hmm. The crazy guy. But you guys somehow reelected him after that scandal.
Yeah. Well, God rest his soul.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he died.
When did he die? Well, I mean, I'm not surprised.
A terminal illness.
Did he really?
Yes, and his brother took over.
I did not know that. I feel bad now.
Yeah, it was probably the only time that United States wanted to get into someone else's news. It was that gossipy.
Right. Mm-hmm. We love a good mayor scandal.
Yes, a good mayor scandal will get us through. But speaking of good mayor scandals...
Oh, okay. I don't know where you're going with this.
I want to play a game called If You Had to Choose.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you two people, and you have to choose which ones... If you had to choose who'd get rid of their influence...
Okay.
Which one would you choose?
Okay,
peanut butter or jelly?
Right.
Would you rather live in a world without peanut butter in history or without jelly?
Definitely without jelly. Peanut butter's too good.
Yeah, peanut butter's too good.
And there's jam still, so it's fine.
If you had to live in a world without Bono or Jon Foreman.
Oh, man. See, I like Jon Foreman more as a person, but like Bono's contributions to the world are, I mean, he's got his ups and downs. Like that one time when he forced all of us to have his album for free on iTunes. Do you remember that? And we couldn't delete it. I feel like for that alone, he should be kicked off the island. And because I'm biased, because I like Jon Foreman and I saw him in concert and he was really cool. So I'll get rid of Bono. Sorry, buddy. Can I have your sunglasses?
Oh, okay. So, you just removed a lot of 80s music.
I did.
But in exchange, you were meant for something more.
Exactly.
That message will still ring true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. If you had to choose Walking Dead or Breaking Bad.
Oh, man. See, I feel like The Walking Dead is making the mistake that Breaking Bad didn't. Mm-hmm. Breaking Bad ended before it became a parody of itself.
Yeah.
And I feel like The Walking Dead is getting to that point where they're like, we're out of ideas. What should we do? What should we do? And they're like, and there's no real plan in sight for them to end. Mm-hmm. I think that's why they're losing viewership. Whereas Breaking Bad, they ended, but they're still making money off Better Call Saul, and they made like spin-off series.
Yeah.
Which is really smart.
Yeah.
And so if I get rid of The Walking Dead, does that also remove the comic?
Yes.
Shoot. I gotta get rid of The Walking Dead. I think Breaking Bad is too original, and it's too groundbreaking, and it's too original to TV to kind of get rid of, because that's going to be influencing television, I think.
Yeah, and before that, you really never had a meth recipe.
Right, exactly. You didn't watch someone make meth.
Yeah, and now you do.
Now we do.
It's one of the hardest play sets to sell at Toys R Us is the meth lab.
The meth lab one. It's constantly blowing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think I'm also just really tired of zombies.
Oh yeah. They're the ninja.
Yeah, right. They're ninjas now.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny or SpongeBob.
You can't get rid of Bugs Bunny. You just can't. Like SpongeBob. But that being said, like what I said for the Breaking Bad argument, it is groundbreaking in terms of mainstream cartoon. That definitely defined a generation, just as much as Bugs Bunny did. But also at the same time, they're still making episodes, and they should have stopped. Man, that's a genuinely hard one, because if you get rid of Bugs Bunny, that means you get rid of classics like Space Jam. You get rid of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You get rid of every. Is it just every Looney Tune, or is it just Bugs Bunny?
Just Bugs Bunny.
Okay, so we still have the Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
We still have. Shoot. You know what? I'm gonna say, because you're gonna preserve the rest of the Looney Tunes. I think just get rid of Bugs Bunny and then keep SpongeBob.
Oh.
And then Daffy Duck will become the face.
Right.
And I like Daffy Duck.
You were never a fan of Albuquerque. Or any of those Bugs Bunny references.
This is so hard and so difficult. I don't know. I could go either way on that one, but okay. I'll go with my gut reaction with Bugs Bunny.
Originally, it was going to be Bugs Bunny or Big Bird.
Big Bird? Get Big Bird out of there. Who cares about Big Bird?
Screw you for teaching me the alphabet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Dumb yellow bird.
Yeah. Blue's Clues or Dora?
I hate Dora.
You hate Dora?
Can't stand her voice. Can't stand how she talks to inanimate objects. I hate how she'll just randomly say one word in Spanish and pretend like she's teaching you Spanish. She just talks down to you.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I just want to yell silencio.
Exactly.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yes.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
All right. Rush or Zeppelin?
Oh. The Canadians are like, keep Rush.
Yes. My brother says keep Rush. He's like, what did Zeppelin ever sing?
What?
Rush sang Red Barbetta
and 21.
Yes, all these songs I'm butchering.
2112. Wolf Mother.
Tom Sawyer, yeah. Huck Finn, Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Right,
all those songs.
I don't know, but Led Zeppelin. You know what? I gotta go with Neil Peart and the Boys. Like, I think you gotta keep Rush.
You gotta keep Rush.
As good as Led Zeppelin is, I don't think that they're as, I don't think they're as original an act as 21 Pilots, as
21 Zeppelins.
21 Zeppelins is, as Rush is, and
yeah.
I grew up listening. I grew up listening to both, but I think I liked Rush more across the board, whereas I liked Zeppelin more specifically. And I feel like Zeppelin was just out at a time where there was too many other people that had a similar sound to them, whether that's, the Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Metallica, whatever. They're in that kind of generation. They all kind of have a similar sound, whereas Rush is more unique and Rush is more stands out.
Well, nuts to you, man. Zeppelin rocks.
Zeppelin's awesome, man.
Zeppelin's God, man.
Yeah.
Before them, you didn't have immigrants, and then they made the immigrant song.
Right.
And then they just came flooding in.
They just came. They were on vans across the world.
Yes, and Zeppelins. Okay, Run DMC or Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. See, they're both great, but I like Run DMC more.
Yes.
They're the originator for modern hip hop rap. They brought rap to the mainstream. They did that collaboration with Aerosmith for Walk This Way. They broke not only like racial barriers with that, but they broke. Honestly, they probably created the archetype for the modern alternative hip hop scene that we have now. With like 21 Pilots is influenced in some way of that, with the combination of alternative rock and roll with hip hop beats and lyrics. And they're kind of the archetype for that, and I think just Run DMC brings more to the music scene, whereas Snoop Dogg is, while he's great and he's a pioneer of the genre, I wouldn't say that he has necessarily influenced anything outside of the rap community.
But when you go into the hood and you hear someone say, "That's my dog's,"
right,
that's him.
That's Snoop Dogg.
He invented that.
That's
you can't call anyone your dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Without Snoop Dogg.
That's what I'm saying. But I would also acknowledge that I am, I think, inherently being slightly biased because I don't relate as much with Snoop Dogg, and I don't necessarily see the impact that he has had on rap and the hip hop and the African American community. And whereas kind of looking on the outside looking in, I just see Run DMC and Snoop Dogg as musicians and creating music and creating art and what they've contributed. And I don't mean by any means that Snoop Dogg isn't important, but I think that Run DMC as an impact on a culture as a whole is more important.
Well, obviously you haven't been following the gin and juice sales,
which
skyrocketed in the 90s.
In the 90s.
Yes. All right, Newsboys or Casting Crowns?
Can we get rid of both? That scene in God Is Not Dead with the news. Every single... Okay, first of all, I did not like God Is Not Dead.
No, and a lot of people didn't.
But the fact that they kind of used the Newsboys to kind of validate their film.
Yes.
I was like, I hate this. This is awful. Yeah. But Casting Crowns is interesting. I don't know. Like, if I was forced to be in a room and had to listen to either their music for an hour, I would rather listen to the Newsboys than Casting Crowns.
They span from the early 90s to 2013.
Yeah.
With their music, so you'd get a lot more variety. You'd get Hell Is for Wimps.
Yep.
You'd get your whole theology on breakfast.
Right, exactly.
I didn't even know you couldn't get Captain Crunch in the pits of hell.
Apparently that's true.
That made me repent.
Right. Captain Crunch is great.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I think I would keep the Newsboys around.
All right.
Casting Crowns.
Las Vegas or San Francisco?
I'm a little bit more biased to this one. I have family in San Francisco, so San Francisco's got to stay.
Oh, you don't want the city that never sleeps?
That's New York City.
Oh gosh,
Vegas is Sin City.
Oh, Sin City. The city that never sleeps with the same person.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm biased. I gotta keep San Francisco around because I got family there. So. Oh.
City of lights.
Yeah.
The spotlight.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and I've been to both. Not that impressed by Vegas. It's all very fake. San Francisco's very hipster, I think, too.
It's very hip.
But there's it's like a city to explore. It's like real city with real people, and it's a cool city to explore.
A great place to get rice-a-roni.
Yeah, rice-a-roni, sourdough bread.
Sourdough bread, yeah.
The Rock was filmed there. Not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but the movie with Sean Connery.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's It's a great place.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Or even, the hit show Full House wouldn't exist without San Francisco.
Right. But I have one counter. Rainbow Six Vegas, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Can you imagine Rainbow Six San Francisco?
That's true.
I think we just flipped it on its head.
That's true. But then I was thinking, if we get rid of Vegas, that means we lose bands like
Barry Manilow.
And no,
Celine Dion.
The Killers, and I think Panic at the Disco was at least the lead singers from Vegas, I think. But yeah, the Killers. We can't lose the Killers, man. The Killers are great.
Right.
But
what band has San Francisco ever given us?
Probably
a lot of them.
Right. I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but well, citation needed. We'll get back to you guys.
All right, Darth Vader or Elizabeth from Pride and Prejudice.
Oh no! See, you're now putting two sides of me in direct conflict. See, Darth Vader is my homeboy. Like Darth Vader is.
We go way back.
He captured my imagination as a kid. He's the ultimate bad guy to me. No one. I measure everyone by the yardstick that is Darth Vader in terms of villainy.
You have that T-shirt that says "Force choke me."
Exactly. That's weird.
Yeah.
So he's definitely my favorite. But then Elizabeth and Pride and Prejudice. I am an English major. I know that makes me really hipster, and such a millennial. But just the appreciation that I have for that novel and what it's done in terms of its literary legacy and the influence that it's had subsequently on authorship. You see even like into today that like you see influences in like John Green, or you see influences in YA fiction, and even in the English language, as we see this as it's on a pedestal, like it's in the literary canon, and so she's and that character is really great because honestly it feels like for the first time there's a strong female voice who is driving the narrative, driving the action, and she's she's funny and she's smart, and she doesn't just like give up everything because she loves Mr. Rochester.
That's his name, Mr. Rochester?
Yeah, hold on, citation needed. I do believe so. Hold on, or that might be Jane Eyre.
I live there. So.
I'm on airplane mode. I can't pull it up. But
she's great at the killing zombies aspect.
Oh right,
that she brings into it.
She's great. She's a really good at killing zombies.
Yes. Oh yeah.
But I gotta say, I gotta keep Darth Vader, man. Darth Vader is too important to me.
Take that, Susan B. Anthony.
But it's hard. It's really hard. Hold on, I gotta look up the guy's name. I just like pulled open my laptop because I forgot that I put my phone on airplane mode so we don't get interrupted. But yeah, no, I'm sorry, Jane Austen. I love you very much, and you're very important to me. But Mr. Bennet, it's Mr. Bennet. Wait, no, that's her dad.
Oh no, Darcy.
Mr. Darcy, that's right.
Yes.
Mr. Rochester, I think, is from Jane Eyre.
Jane Eyre. All the books, they just tend to blur together. Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah, Edward Rochester is from Jane Eyre, written by the lovely Charlotte Bronte.
Yes.
There was 3 of them. There were 3 sisters, Bronte sisters, and they all wrote books, but they wrote under. They pretended to be dudes so they could get published.
And they later became the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay. Protesting the war in Iraq.
Yes.
What happened to them? Are they still a band? Are they still? They probably got married and had kids, and they're like, we're good.
Well, once you talk against Big Daddy government,
right,
your band just disintegrates.
Like Kanye?
Like Kanye, yes. That's why he's now buddy with the government,
right.
So he's bigger than ever.
Right.
But no one remembers the bands that fight against.
Like Green Day?
Like Green Day. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gone.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Why are they so angry? What did Pumpkins do to them?
I know. Yeah, right. So, zombies or Doctor Who?
Ugh, I'm so done with... Oh, man. Okay. I'm so done with zombies, but I am sick and tired of people telling me how good Doctor Who is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of it.
Just because he's British.
Right. And I don't... Like, I'm sorry. I can't... I don't like Doctor Who. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a tough thing to admit.
Yeah. Because you get so vilified for it in the science fiction community.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's because it's not... for me, I like my science fiction dark. I like my science fiction brooding. And while I get that Doctor Who has aspects of it,
mm-hmm.
it is also a kid's show. Like it was,
mm-hmm.
it was made as a kid's show, and you can definitely see the campy attitudes
mm-hmm.
for it. And if I wish it would just like stick to one or the other, like if it was like a dark kind of science fiction,
mm-hmm.
that would be fine. Or if it just stuck to like a camp, really fun science
mm-hmm.
fiction. I don't really know how I feel if it goes back and forth. Whereas Firefly has aspects of that, but the humor is dark too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like really camp, like ha ha ha, Daleks can't go up and down stairs. Like that's such a dumb kind of like kids rule. Like that's a rule that a kid would make up when you're playing an imaginary game.
Right.
They're like, haha, because you're the monster, you can't go up and down the stairs, or you can't move if I close my eyes. Like,
yes. Well, number one, those weeping angels, nightmares forever.
Oh,
so.
Absolutely.
And Daleks, I could beat them because my hips pivot.
My hips pivot.
Yes, I could beat them just with pivoting hips.
Right, that's what I'm saying. but I also get how big Doctor Who is and how popular it is.
Every episode's like a tiny movie.
It's
like
true.
You're crying at the end of them.
Right.
And it's a blank slate. Like, I love how that show is just... You could do anything. You can go to a planet where everyone's a tennis ball.
Right, and nobody would question it.
Yeah, no one would question it.
They'd be like, oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, only The Simpsons gets that license.
Right.
Yes.
And I think just a mark of how big it is the fact that it's a BBC show, but it is huge in the United States.
Yeah.
And you can get merchandising for it in the United States. You very rarely see merchandising in the United States in the mainstream for shows. Like like if you go to FYE or like Hot Topic, like you can get stuff for animes or like shows. But like you can go to like a Macy's. I bet you could go to a Macy's and find something Doctor Who.
Right.
It's like it's it's that mainstream.
Yeah, you haven't made it until someone's made a Keep Calm and TARDIS on t-shirt, or Keep Calm and Run from Zombies.
Right.
Keep Calm and Watch Seinfeld.
Right.
You haven't made it until someone's made that t-shirt.
Right, exactly. But conversely, I am sick and tired of zombies.
Yes.
They've been the go-to bad guy for the last 10 to 15 years. And I've had it up to here, Mike.
Yeah.
I've had it up to here.
And it should be really easy to keep someone who doesn't have their strength, who just came back from the dead, from biting you. It should be.
Right.
It should be really
why are they
easy.
so strong?
I mean, literally, you just put your hand over their mouth.
Right.
And you're safe. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't like that the rules keep changing from like TV show to TV show. They're like, in this show they can run, this show they can only walk. This show they can, they can survive their head being cut off. This show they can, it's or like this show that they're infected by spores, and this episode they're, now they're viruses, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired. No more zombies. So I think if I have to remove one, as much as I loathe Doctor Who, actually, no, because as much as I do hate zombies, I love me a zombie game.
Yes,
I love
exactly.
zombie games.
Doctor Who games aren't that good.
No. Like, Left 4 Dead, every zombie mode ever made for any game.
Yes.
Like, Call of Duty Zombies. There's a game mode on Halo 3 called Infected.
Right.
Which is great. And I saw recently that there's a mod for GTA 5 Online, called Zombies. And it's like, it looks actually really cool. DayZ, have you seen that on Steam? So it's like, I think, and the satisfaction of knowing that I got rid of Doctor Who.
Yes.
And just the amount of hate that I think I would get, and just how angry I would make that fandom.
Yeah, I'm gonna post your address.
You should.
On YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like if the title isn't what we said before, Kanye West goes to New Amsterdam, it should be Adam kills Doctor Who.
Oh yes. Right. And finally, katanas or laser guns.
Oh man. Both iconic.
Both used against zombies.
I feel like if you got rid of laser guns, though, you destroy an entire genre.
Yes.
Like, you destroy science fiction. Like, you can't talk about Star Wars without thinking, in part of what you think. The first thing you think of with Star Wars, you think lightsaber and you think Han's blaster.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, those are, like, laser guns are such a part of that. And even, like, Star Trek, like phasers, like, that's a laser gun, right?
Yeah.
It's like...
And isn't a lightsaber just the laser part of the gun that just sticks to the handle?
Right, essentially.
Yeah.
But it's like, even you think of, like, okay, well, is Iron Man's weapons, are those laser guns? I would argue yes.
Gamma rays or something.
Whatever. Arc reactor rays or whatever.
Yeah.
Star-Lord's gun. Like, what's Chris Pratt gonna shoot out?
Yes.
Nothing. But also at the same time, katanas, while they're really cool, they're really iconic, they're just a sword. There's so many swords we could do to get rid of some swords. I'm gonna keep laser guns.
Ooh, interesting.
Which is interesting because katanas are real, laser guns aren't real. So we're physically getting rid of something. But
they're working on that technology.
They're working on a lot of technology.
Yes.
Like bringing Tupac back.
Yes, it'll happen
One day, someday. But yeah, I think we'll keep laser guns.
Yes. So, we never talk about the newest toys that have came out in 2016.
Okay.
And I just really want to talk about what's out there, what you can buy off of our website.
Yes.
We have
toys?
We get 20% of the profit.
We have toys?
Yes, we have all these toys. For example, we have dumpkins.
What's a dumpkin?
Oh, a dumpkin.
I gotta look these up.
Dumpkins are like, the Shopkins after you throw them out.
What's a Shopkin?
Oh no.
Wait, is this a real thing?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't know when I was going to break the fourth wall, but I think I have to break it now. This is another one of my fantasies, and I really hope you play along.
Okay. I'll play along. I was just like, I don't know what a Shopkin is. I don't know what a dumpkin is. I'm so old right now.
Well, first of all, Shopkins are real.
Okay, what's a Shopkin?
It's American commercialism at its best.
Okay.
They take products you buy at the mall and they put eyes and a face on them.
Okay.
And they sell them and kids love them.
Okay.
So I was thinking dumpkins.
Okay.
Is like things you find in the garbage.
And you just put a face on it?
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, I think I could sell googly eyes and a stick-on smiley face, and you just put it on things you buy or find in the garbage.
Well, I mean, in the 80s, they literally sold pet rocks. They sold rocks to people. People will buy anything.
Yes, and I had to bury my pet rock a few years ago.
Did he finally bite the dust?
Yeah. He didn't make it through.
Right.
His limbs were stiff.
I'm sorry. That's rough.
What about the new doll, Ugly Steve?
Ugly Steve. I'm just thinking of like this 45-year-old man. He's got a bit of a beer gut. Hasn't shaved in a couple of weeks. Just in a dirty tank top.
Yes.
And sweatpants, and he's just watching The Walking Dead.
Yes.
It's just the worst doll ever.
Yeah. You pull on his talk string, he says, "Hey, kids."
Yeah. Fetch Daddy a beer.
Yes. Death Elf.
Oh. Is that like Elf on a Shelf's evil brother?
Yes. If you see him, you die the next day.
So, you know how the whole lore for Elf on the Shelf is that he watches you and then tells Santa?
Mm-hmm.
Dark, or what is his name? Dark?
Death Elf.
Death Elf reports back to Krampus.
Yes. To the Reaper of Death.
Yes. Or what were we talking about last week? Santa slays?
Yes.
They go back to Goldberg. Goldberg comes and spears you.
Yeah, he spears you through glass.
Yep.
I think that's the worst thing that could ever happen to you.
It's true. Maybe getting speared onto a flaming table.
Yeah. How about baby's first 9 to 5?
The moment that you realize life has no meaning, captured in a doll.
Yes. It's like a baby wearing a tie.
Right.
He has a flask in his left hand.
He's got a MacBook in the other with a presentation that he's got to give tomorrow. But he can't get the right font.
Yes, he's got stubble on his face.
He's just really stressed out.
And a cell phone with 300 missed calls from his wife.
Yep, exactly.
Brings back memories.
That's really dark.
You know how they have Baby So Real?
No.
It's a toy as old as you and me. It's a baby that kind of looked real.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was thinking Chinchilla So Real.
Oh, so it's just chinchilla?
It's a real chinchilla.
Yeah.
But it's marked up because it has So Real at the end.
Right. Mm-hmm. Branded.
Yes.
That's funny. Does it have googly eyes?
It has googly eyes. Yes. How about the I own an Apple product bumper sticker?
Oh. I think Apple products come with that. They come with an Apple sticker. Did you not know? Have you ever purchased an Apple product?
Oh, not with the bumper sticker.
So if you buy a MacBook or an iPhone, in the case it comes with an Apple logo sticker. So you know the Apple thing that's on MacBooks? They make stickers of that, and they come with everything. And they come with every Apple product, so you can just stick them on stuff.
Oh, wow.
See, you came up with an idea that actually exists.
It really saves time on trying to tell people how I waste money.
Exactly. It's like Tom's. Like if you order a thing of Tom's, you get like a sticker that says Tom's on it. Mm-hmm. Tom's are shoes.
I think conversely, if you buy Crocs, you should get a bumper sticker that says "I don't own Crocs."
Right. Please don't beat me up.
Yes. How about the Make-A-Vape?
Like create your own vape machine?
Yes. Cherry, banana.
You can make your own flavors?
Yes.
There's nothing that speaks to human depravity and human ingenuity more than a vaping machine. It's like I have this addiction to nicotine. And smoking cigarettes is not enough for me. I want it in its pure, most basic form, but I want it flavored.
Yes.
How are we going to do this?
Mm-hmm. And I want something that you have to plug a USB into.
Right, exactly. You have to charge electronically.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Those things actually scare me because we don't know the detrimental effects that's going to have on your health yet.
No.
Because they're so new, we don't know what they're going to do to you.
Well, wasn't it supposed to be a substitute to smoking, to get people off of it?
Yes.
So,
but I think I've heard that because it's if you don't clean it well, or stuff like that, you can get fungus in your lungs and
oh gosh,
and you can if you use it too much, you can get nicotine poisoning and
of course.
And also bear in mind, it's chemicals. You're just inhaling chemicals right into your lungs. Mm-hmm. And sorry for those of you that vape out there.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
I know and I know I keep my my Pine Sol inhaling to a minimum.
Right.
Only for holiday traditions.
Right. Only the eggnog.
Yes. Yes. So. What about Awkward Me Elmo?
I actually would like that.
Mm-hmm. I think it's It's an Elmo that if you sit too close to, he starts laughing nervously.
Right. What was that laugh? Yeah, right. That doesn't quite know what to do in social situations.
Yes.
Like goes home and grandma says, "Oh, have you gained a little weight?" Like, what do you say? What do you do?
He tweets about it.
Reads about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you go home for the holidays and your grandparents and your cousins and your aunts and uncles are like, "Hey, are you still single?"
With the most uncomfortable laugh.
Right. Or when you're on a date and it's not going well, but it's not going bad.
Yeah. Oh, I've had those. And I've had to excuse myself to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then look in the mirror and say, you know what? Just put on the best smile you can.
Right.
And be as most ridiculous as you can. Because one of you is going to enjoy this.
Right. And it might as well be me.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, those are the worst. Like, if it's a bad date, you know that you don't have to, like, you can leave. Like, if it's really bad. Like, I've never left on a date.
Yeah.
But like, if it's really good, obviously you're having fun and, like, you're not even thinking about it. But if it's just like, yeah. It's weird.
You can usually judge the date by the release of information after. Because when you're like, okay, so when will I get to see you again? If it's a good date, it's like, well, how about Tuesday? Here's my phone number.
Right.
If it's a bad date, it's like, well, look me up sometime.
Right. Find me on Facebook.
As they're walking away.
Right.
Yes.
I'm on Facebook. Well, what about that intermediary kind of awkward, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? What is that? Like, you get their LinkedIn profile?
Yes. Look me up on Orkut.
On Ork. Here's my email address.
Yes. Here's my ham radio frequency.
Here's my ham radio. That works. Did you see Stranger Things?
Oh yeah. So I guess that is romantic.
The geek will inherit the earth.
Mm-hmm. So do you have any concepts to bring up?
Toy ideas? Mm-hmm. I was thinking, you know how they have tea sets for little girls? You can have tea parties. What if there was a hipster coffee shop for little kids?
Yes.
So
a French press.
Yeah, you get like you have different coffee making things.
A scarf.
Yeah. Different dress up things, but it's like hipster coffee tea.
Gluten-free danishes.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be amazing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It comes with a pretentious fedora.
Yes. With a cup with your name spelled incorrect.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I want that.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. That'd be great. Let's see. That, or I want a, the play school, like kitchen sets.
Mm-hmm.
I want a kitchen set, but for an emergency room.
Yes. Defibrillator.
Yeah. And the scalpels are all just slightly bloody and like it's a little too realistic. It comes with like a tweaking crack dealer, like some other stuff, a gunshot wound victim, and
right. And for some reason, the scrubs they give you are kind of damp with sweat already.
Yeah.
No one knows why.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be great. Try to market that. Oh man, that'd be great. Let's see.
Baby's first drug deal gone bad.
Right. Oh man. So you know how they have like those toy cars that you can like ride around in?
Oh yeah.
What
the Tobbaco.
Yep. What if they marketed a whole Fast and the Furious line of kid cars? Oh. Think about that. Like cars from the Fast and the Furious, but they were like for kids.
Or like that. What if they made Hot Wheels based on like the very lame and geeky cars? Like the Hot Wheels smart car.
Right.
Hot Wheels Yugo.
Hot Wheels Aztec.
Goes up to 15 miles per hour. Ooh, the Hot Wheels Fiesta.
Hot Wheels Fiesta. The Hot Wheels Ford Fusion with EcoBoost.
Yes. Prius C.
The Prius C.
Yes.
Incredibly lame. Okay.
How are we doing on time?
I think we're good. I think if we're not going to do one next week, I think maybe we can go a little bit longer on this.
Woohoo!
One.
Extended edition.
Extended edition.
We should make up bloopers.
We should. I mean, we it's mostly unedited, so you get most of our bloopers.
Yes. Favorite moments from our podcast for those
let's
21 listeners.
Yeah, let's review. Yeah, let's do a review from the year. I definitely appreciate all our guests that come on that have no idea what we're talking about, like Amanda. Remember when we had Amanda on? That was at a politically charged time in our podcast career.
Right.
But she also just didn't have any idea. I think unspoken MVP All-Star, Audrey coming on and like actually bringing a lot to the table with Star Trek and exploring her crush on Wesley Crusher.
Will Wheaton, yeah.
Yes. That was good. Let's see. What about you, Mike? What do you...
well, when Jenny, she tried to go hand to hand with our humor.
Yeah.
Making up stories.
Yep.
That actually got 50 hits, that video. Yeah, so.
Shout out to Jenny Lash.
And we actually created our own worship song.
We did. That was funny. That was good. Let's see. What else is really good? I'm trying to think of all the gross food you've made me try.
I was going to compile it all together into one reaction.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Man, the juice, though.
The juice?
Was the lobster juice.
Oh, the lobster juice.
That was the worst thing we've had.
I mean, it's buttery. It's a little bit fishy.
It was gross. It was gross.
It's for cooking.
Or the friggin' with the sausage, the really gross sausage.
Oh yes, I don't know which was worse. If you did that like Sherlock Holmes thing where you put the lobster juice and the sausage next to each other, and you said one of these will kill you.
Right.
I won't know which one.
They both will.
Yes.
I feel like after eating both those things, I lost like 35 minutes off my life.
Yes. At least.
That was good. I love all the unexpected guest appearances. Like Tom, when he came in and made up a wrestler.
Yes.
What was
it's like Brad Chokehold Meltzer.
Yeah.
I looked that guy up. He doesn't exist.
He's not real. Tom's crazy.
Yes. And people will just start vacuuming, doing dishes while we talk.
How dare they?
Yeah.
Let's see. The infamous Taylor Swift Hitler comparison. That was like one of our first ones.
Oh yeah.
That was good. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. What else is good? I do appreciate all the wrestling talk, but I think my favorite was when we came up with our own kind of characters and we came up with our own like entry music and our own taglines, and we both decided that we'd be jobbers because there's no way we could be main eventers.
Yes, and I've been thinking about that ever since. If I ever was put on the WWE, my first storyline would be just to come out and just talk about Brock Lesnar's mom in the worst way ever.
And then just get the crap beat out of you.
Until we do a best of 5 match.
Okay.
Now, he destroys me in the first match.
Right.
Destroys me in the second match. Third, I get an upset win.
Oh, man.
Everyone loves me.
Right.
Fourth one, I get destroyed again. And that'll be what I'm known for.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yes.
That's wonderful. That's so good. I think for me, it would be a hardcore match.
Yeah.
But I spend the entire time running away from various people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't actually fight. You just see me running through different scenery. And then just a crowd of people try and catch me.
Right. I think you should be the hardcore champ, but your thing is being against using weapons.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, everything kind of happens like Mr. Bean style, where they just accidentally hurt themselves and I'm trying to avoid them.
Yes.
Like, there's no... I'm kind of like this reluctant hardcore champion.
Yes.
Like, everything happens to me by mistake. That would be great. Like, I would actually just be like a normal guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just in line at the mall, and then like hardcore Holly comes through being chased by Crash Holly.
Yeah.
And I accidentally pin hardcore Holly and just accidentally end up with the hardcore title, and I'm like, I don't really understand what's happening.
It's like when that man won the women's champion.
Oh yeah.
I think he was against Jacqueline. I think that was her name back then. But he won it at a pay-per-view, and at SmackDown he's like, it's finally, this is the truth, that only a man can win the women's champion.
Oh no.
And then she just comes out and beats him up and wins.
Nice. Good. That's so funny. But yeah, that would be my thing. For sure. Let's see. And I appreciated having your brother and his fiance.
Oh yeah.
Them on. That was good. Good video game talk.
My resolution for next year is I want to get one of these people that we're talking about just to like Skype. Like if AJ Styles were to Skype and be like, oh, Mike, can you stop sending those threatening letters? Here I am.
Right.
Or even someone from like a third party, like I'm the third cousin of 21 Pilots. And we can ask him like, what's the music career like?
Yeah, what are they like at Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does he eat mashed potatoes and turkey? Yeah, we don't want anyone famous. Like, that'd be ridiculous. I want someone that knows the famous person.
Right. We want famous brothers.
Right. They deserve the spotlight too. Very cool. So now that we kind of reviewed our podcast, I think it's time to review the year that it was 2016. So
it was a beautiful year, a great year.
Was it? The best year. I know many years.
Yes.
But
you don't know years until you've seen this year.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But, so 2016, pass, fail, highlights, lowlights.
Well, highs and lows.
Yes.
Let's see, high. The price of avocados went down.
That's what you got out of this year.
Yeah.
Just avocados. Yeah.
Right.
I think for me is the quality reboots of some beloved franchises. I think really got it for me. Like the Star Wars movies, just the really good Marvel and DC movies that came out. Just all the new albums that came out, a lot of good music came out.
Now, I don't remember seeing any good movies, but I remember seeing some great trailers.
Yeah.
Some great trailers came out in 2016.
What?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, great trailer.
Yeah.
Star Wars Rogue One, I almost fell in love with Star Wars from that trailer. Power Rangers.
I cannot wait for Power Rangers.
Yes.
I don't think there's any two people more excited for Power Rangers than us.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer did it justice. Yeah, so there was a lot of great trailers.
Oh, for sure. Agreed. A lot of great trailers. Some of the best trailers I've seen. Let's see. So, but other than that, I think in the real world, 2016 was kind of a dumpster fire.
Oh, yes.
We lost Harambe.
Harambe.
Rest in peace.
That forest in Canada went up in flames and everyone lost their homes.
Wasn't there forest fires in Arizona too?
Arizona, California. It's just like the sun is destroying homes.
Right. Oh man. 2016 was rough. We lost a lot of people. Like David Bowie died.
China
died. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. We went from David Bowie to China.
Alan Thicke.
He died recently, didn't he?
And then I didn't know his son was Robin Thicke.
Yep.
So he must have died of disappointment.
Probably. It doesn't surprise me. Let's see. Yeah, it was Arnold Palmer died.
Yes. Lemonade sales went down.
You think they would go up,
yes.
But they went down. It was a real rough year.
Luckily, we had the civility of
right.
the debates.
Right. The elections and the political climate, really brought forth our humanity and our love for our fellow man.
Yes. Well, if we're honest, the Mountain Dew voting was actually very civil.
It was, surprisingly.
Yes, the duocracy went perfectly.
Who would have thunk that duocracy would work better than democracy?
Yes. It was fair. There was no recounts.
Right.
No nasty tweets.
No, there's just an overall appreciation for the brand that is Mountain Dew.
Yeah. And our government should talk to the Mountain Dew people and be like, how do you do this?
Right. Maybe, how can we market ourselves better?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But we've learned a lot of great insults.
Yeah? Like what?
Like, if you don't like what someone's saying, call them a nasty woman.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you really want to get people riled up and on your side, just shout, "Drain the swamp," even though you don't really know what that means, and you go ahead and do the opposite of what you said.
Right. You drain a lake.
You drain a lake.
It's supporting mermaids or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw somewhere today that Donald Trump's approval rating is the lowest of any president ever. Currently.
He's not even president yet.
Right.
That's sad.
Darn
you, media.
Darn you, media.
You're making him tweet.
You're making him... Did you see that they were making fun of how much he tweets on Saturday Night Live?
Oh.
That Donald Trump threatened Saturday Night Live.
Of course.
That's like, what? You're the president. You can't do that. You cannot do that.
This is a new presidency.
We're gonna get every one of his speeches just in 140 characters or less.
Well, first of all, my attention span can handle that. So, upside.
Right. So, I mean, and honestly, the Trump presidency is running out a plot line on Modern Warfare. Russia, allegedly hacks our election process. And I don't even know.
Well, you see, I think it's turning into a great show.
Oh, for sure.
But
it's a reality. I guaranteed Real Housewives of D.C.
Yes.
2017.
But I really think that, it should have been, a fun show where we decided that Hillary and Trump have to share the presidency. But at the end of the season, they find out that the reason they're so mean to each other is because they secretly have crushes on each other.
Oh, no.
And they end up together at the end.
That's ridiculous.
Yes. My show, The Trump Card.
The Trump Card.
Yes.
Oh, man. But honestly, it feels like a TV show. It does not feel real.
No.
And I think people woke up. They people went out and they voted for Trump, as president. I know people are here a month or two later and they're looking back. They're like, what did we do?
Yes.
What did we do?
And it's always going to fall prey to the two sides of every story conflict.
Right.
Where if you ask certain people, they'll be like, "This was amazing."
Right.
Our rivers are spawning with salmon now that he's president.
Right.
And our trees are growing and money is just coming out of ATM machines.
Right.
And other people are like, no, this is the Black Plague.
Right.
Hitlers are rising from the dead in every country.
Right.
Russia just hacked my toaster.
Right. There's no real happy medium.
Yeah.
There's no reality. But unfortunately, I think the Donald Trump reality is a reality television show.
It is. It is. I think it's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's going to show those countries that, you know what? We're not all about drama.
Right, exactly.
We can get down to business.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't finish that sentence without laughing. Yes.
The best part about the new Donald Trump reality television show, guaranteed 4 seasons.
Yes, 4 seasons. I love it.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
I mean, unless, the TV sponsors cut the deal. But yeah, 2016. What a year. What a year.
But in video game news, we finally got a good Battlefield 1.
Yeah, that looks... I've only been hearing amazing things about it. Have you played it?
I want to play it.
Okay.
I have my super game pewter, which, like, now I get all my purchases by how long I have to wait to install. Because these games are 60 gigs.
Yep.
50 gigs.
Yep.
And, like, I'm ready to buy it, and then I look at the gigs, and I'm like, that'll take 7 hours. I want
just buy it, download it, and just play it tomorrow. It'll be okay.
Oh, but I want it now.
Mike.
I know.
It's okay, Mike. You can play. You were gonna play Steam games anyways.
I know. Steam is the way to go. In fact, in the next 2 days, we're gonna see some amazing deals.
Steam sales, yeah.
Like, get Battlefield for 20 cents.
Probably not.
Call of Duty for a loaf of bread.
That's actually more expensive than Battlefield.
Yes.
It's like $1.35.
Yeah. It's gonna be insane.
The new Modern Warfare game, or Call of Duty game.
Infinite Warfare. With Jon Snow as the lead. He lends his voice talent.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
good. That was really good. And apparently they're releasing a new Titanfall game.
Oh, that's out, and that also got really good.
Oh, was that out already? Was it good? Yeah, I heard people really liked it too.
You see, these are all these things. I just want to hit download.
Right.
To all of these, wait 6 months.
Right.
And then I'll have a review.
Exactly. Let's see, what else is coming out? I know that there's always talk of the new Halo game that's coming out. That's probably going to come in 2017. What's up? The new Final Fantasy came out.
Yes.
With the boy band.
Yeah, the boy band.
Car. That looked... I probably won't play it, but I heard people really liked it.
I'll probably talk to someone who knows someone who's played it.
Yeah, probably. Definitely. But I heard that was really good. Let's see. There's a new Watch Dogs game that came out that apparently is pretty good.
Yeah. See, I have to be such... See, that's another game I wanted to try. And I have to be such a good judge of character. Because I look at these games and it'll be like, okay, violence... I know, I shouldn't be this comfortable with a gun, but okay, violence.
Right.
Swearing, it's a brief moment. Maybe I'll turn down the volume, okay.
Right.
Nudity, oh.
I just close my eyes.
Can I hit start?
Right. Can I just skip this?
My biggest fear is, like, the nudity scene happens, and then my grandma walks in, the pastor of my church.
And your wife.
And my wife.
Right.
And it's just like...
And your future children.
And my future children, Jesus walks in.
Right, and they all walk in at the same time.
And that's what's going to happen. And
like, no, it's not. That's not what the entire game is. It's just...
I only came to shoot people.
Right. I only came to go on a murderous rampage. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not sinning. It's okay.
Yeah. But really, I'm just looking for some fun games where you get into it with a group of people, and you all have hatchets, and it's zombies or Nazis.
Right.
And you just go at it, you know? Right.
Why is murder justified if it's Nazis?
Well,
we just hate them.
Yeah.
We hate them.
Well, in video game, it's not murder, it's aggressive tagging.
Right. It's teaching them a lesson.
Yes.
They should be thanking us.
You tag people with bullets.
Right.
And you laugh.
Right. It's like, it's an extreme version of freeze tag. It's called sleep tag. If you get tagged with a bullet, you have to pretend to go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, video game. I'm excited for the going into the future. It finally feels like the gaming companies have finally had enough time to see fully what the PlayStation is it 4 or 5 now? I don't even know. The new PlayStation and the Xbox One can fully do, and now they're creating games that fully utilize the components, and it looks like and it feels like everything is finally catching up with each other. And that was my biggest disappointment with the new console releases, that the games coming out weren't matching up to the hardware.
Yeah, right.
But live and learn.
It's true. It's absolutely true. And on a positive note,
yes,
My wife became a permanent resident this year.
Oh yeah, of the United States of America.
Yeah.
She a citizen or she just have a green card?
She has a green card.
Okay.
We're learning that, and this is becoming like a funny joke. Everything she tries to do usually involves like a blood test, a background check, and fingerprinting. So she'll go to buy an orange,
right?
And then the girl at the counter will be like, "I need a blood test, fingerprints, and a background check." Yeah,
that's great. They need a blood test?
No, probably not, but I wanted to add that in. But everything is so official, like
that's crazy. How long does she have, or is that green card like permanent?
2 years. We have to get it like official.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a 2-year waiting period, and then after the 2 years, she becomes an American citizen.
Well, she can choose to.
Okay, she's gonna keep her dual citizenship.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart. That's probably smart.
Mm-hmm.
That way you guys have an escape plan. If everything goes.
Oh yeah.
To hack in a handbasket here.
The eject button.
Right, you just go to Canada.
The Control-Alt-Delete.
Right, exactly.
Switch into Linux.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, yeah, no, that was definitely big. That was definitely big. That was a long and lengthy process.
Yeah, and I've only lived with her for like 3 months now, and I'm already on like my 5th Christian marriage book that I'm writing.
That you're writing?
Yes. Yeah, because I pretty much know it now.
Yeah. You pretty much got marriage down.
Yeah. Next 30 years should be a breeze.
Yeah. Tom is calling you for advice.
Yeah.
Your parents are asking you how you keep the marriage fresh.
Yes. Oh, when you're my age, Mom, you'll know.
You'll just know.
Yes.
Oh, man. What a weird concept marriage is. It's like, hey, I'll give you a ring, and you'll come live in my house and cook food.
Yes. I'm sure there's some biblical stuff in between.
Yeah, there's some other things. But like brass tacks, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Sacrilegious is what that was.
Yes. Marriage is a good institution.
Yeah, it is.
It's about making men do chores.
Right. Instead of
for the Lord.
Right, instead of video games. What do you mean I need to clean the bathroom? I just did it last week. It's good for another month. Trust me, I know.
I think it's only fair to do 2017 predictions.
Okay.
And to look back at them.
Okay.
So, television prediction.
Okay.
I think that Double Dare is going to be remade, put on Netflix, and be very technological and very kind of like cyber, where you fall into a cyber pit of slime, and then you have to tweet to get past the next obstacle. That's my prediction.
My bold prediction is DC is going to attempt at making a lighthearted Netflix original series in direct competition with Marvel, and it's going to tank. It's going to be awful.
Oh, my prediction is that in order to ensure success for Wonder Woman, they're going to put Spider-Man in it.
I forgot Wonder Woman's coming out.
Yes.
That's going to be good. Let's see. I want to make another bold prediction. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is going to be great. That's not really a bold prediction because it's going to be good.
The second half is just going to be the Breakfast Club.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Chris Pratt is going to be lovable and likable.
Yes. Batista
is going to powerbomb someone.
Yes, absolutely.
Rocket Raccoon is going to say something sarcastic and witty. Gamora is going to say something deadly but sexy.
Yes.
And Groot is going to be cute and adorable.
Right.
Bold predictions. You heard it here first, guys.
Bold prediction, Justice League. Batman's going to do something completely un-Batman.
Okay. Like kill somebody?
Well, that was this year.
Okay.
Next year, his Batarang is going to make flowers shoot out on people. And then he's going to freeze them with his freeze ray.
Right. Bold prediction, Justin Timberlake is going to do a single with Justin Bieber. And it would be called JXJ.
Oh.
Justin and Justin.
Oh.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Or J2.
Or J2.
Yeah.
J squared.
J squared.
J squared.
Yeah. Bold prediction, Walking Dead is going to turn into what Dragon Ball Z turned into, where they're talking about a big fight for a couple episodes.
Right.
Only for like a 5-minute zombie interaction.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Oh, man. Bold prediction, Walking Dead is going to turn into a kid-friendly cartoon because they're desperate for more viewership.
Yes. Yes.
So they're gonna expand their viewing audience.
Mm-hmm. Bold prediction: Taylor Swift is going to be in a movie where she dates every male character
ever.
Yes.
Bold prediction: Taylor Swift is gonna find happiness this year. She's gonna get married. Yes. This is your year, Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
We're rooting for you.
Bold prediction. Call of Duty is going to be so in the future that you get to ride dinosaurs.
it's gonna go full circle.
Yes.
Bold prediction: they're gonna reboot the reboot of Ghostbusters and have 4 male comedians.
Yes, absolutely. Bold prediction: He-Man's gonna get a reboot, but it's gonna be a female.
It's gonna be dark and gritty.
Yes.
Directed by Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
Oh man. And let's see. Final. At least for me, final bold prediction: they're gonna make a Deadpool 2, but give it a PG rating.
Where he hugs.
Yeah, he just hugs people.
Bold prediction. Final bold prediction.
Yes.
Trump does a tweet that accidentally sets off a nuke to Micronesia.
Where are we gonna get all our microwaved food from?
I don't know.
Where is Micronesia?
It's out there.
Okay.
It's a little island.
Okay.
It's a beautiful island.
Okay.
You haven't seen islands till you've seen Micronesia.
Okay. The best island?
The best island.
The greatest island?
Mm-hmm.
I know many islands, but
yeah,
they don't take the cake.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
So
yeah,
the snack.
Oh, the snack of the day.
The snack of the day. Now,
perfect.
I'm always looking for modern. I'm always looking for new.
Yeah.
Something that the kids will cry about.
Oh no.
You know how meat is amazing. Right?
Yes.
Meat is just like the staple of all.
Meat is love. Meat is life.
And you know how you can get addicted to, cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
You know how that's a huge business and getting addicted to nicotine. What if they marketed meat like chewing tobacco?
This is honestly the greatest. This is honestly the greatest marketing idea I've ever seen in my life. Because when you think beef jerky, you think people that chew.
Yes.
And when you think people that chew, you think people that really have strong opinions on beef jerky.
Yes.
There's even it's even packaged like it.
It's set up like chewing tobacco.
This is honestly terrifying. How do you open this?
I don't know.
It's
the Jack Link's original jerky chew. Shredded beef jerky.
I don't think they had to say original because I don't think anyone has ever made this.
Yeah.
How do you open this? There's got to be an easier way.
It comes with a warning that it should come with a warning that
it does. It says U.S. inspected and passed. that means it was someone's job to test this.
Mm-hmm. Now, normal nicotine chew has little fiberglass in it, which actually cuts your gums, so you get the nicotine faster.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting, yeah.
Does it hurt? What?
It gets you addicted faster, so I'm wondering if this has the fiberglass in it, too.
To make you... Well, joke's on them, I'm already addicted to beef jerky.
Yes.
If it's...
Oh my gosh!
It's just a powder.
It looks like snuff.
What? What have you purchased me?
I don't know. It's at the Family Dollar.
Oh gosh, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't want. My life is not improved by this.
Yeah. So it literally looks like
Chewing tobacco.
chewing tobacco, but it's meat.
That's. What have we come to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, mine looks. Oh my gosh.
Did you get the wintergreen flavor?
I think so. Oh, it smells like cat food.
You know,
Mike, you've really outdone yourself this time.
do we have to spit it out?
That's a good question. How is there any meat left? Oh, it's like dry
It's
and
dry. It's kind of like if you turned a cobweb into meat.
you know what it's like?
Yeah.
It's honestly just fiberglass. Like look at it.
Yeah.
It's just like shredded. It's like this. It's like insulation.
Or it's pencil shaver.
Yes.
It's pencil shavings in meat form.
Yes. It looks like the remnants of Caleb's coffee after it's been sitting out for too long.
Yes. This is going to be awesome or disgusting. I can't tell.
Oh man, this is the most unappealing thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
They've managed to ruin meat.
Right, they've managed to ruin beef jerky.
Yes.
Jack Links, I hope you rot in hell for this. There's like a stick in it. Oh, that's just a meat fiber. Maybe. Okay. Well, okay.
Now,
Wow.
theologically, we don't hope you rot in hell. We just
right.
want you to repent,
Right, yeah.
come back to the Lord.
Right. And stop this tomfoolery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got a pinch. What practical usage do you think this has?
Well, you
Like,
know,
what would you do with it?
if you're addicted to nicotine, then you probably buy everything in this form and shape.
Right. You know what this is like? This is like those candy cigarettes they would give kids in the 40s to prep them for, like...
Yes. After a hard day of arithmetic, I sit down to some Skol.
Some skull. Arithmetic. Okay. In for a dollar, in for a pound.
Mm-hmm.
I think I used that phrase incorrectly, but my
Mm-hmm.
English friends will correct me. Okay, well... It tricks you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, it tastes like you're eating beef jerky, but there's no beef jerky in your mouth.
No. These are salted pencil shavings.
Right. It's the flavoring that they put on beef jerky, but they just sprayed it on wood chipping.
Yeah.
It doesn't even... There's no, like, you don't even chew it. It just, like, dissolves in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be in on the meeting where this was invented. They're like, Jack is there, and Link,
Yeah.
and, the board is there. They're like, we need an innovative idea to reach the kids.
You know how kids like chewing tobacco?
Yeah,
Yes.
right. No, sir. Nope. They don't. It's actually illegal for kids to have chewing tobacco.
You know how you love the texture of pencil shavings in your mouth?
No, sir. No one likes that.
I want that on my desk.
Tomorrow evening at 9.
Yes.
It's dehydrated beef jerky, which is strange because beef jerky is already dehydrated.
This is a little bit more. I feel like this is the fail meats.
Right.
They're like, what do we do with all these meats that we've screwed up on? We'll just dehydrate a little more, shred it.
Shred it. Put it in the wood chipper.
Yeah.
And send it home.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the worst. Mike, I'm mad.
You're mad?
Physically upset.
I really thought this was going to be a pass, I just it's going to be weird texture, but it's not going to taste like squid shavings.
That's true.
But it ended up tasting like squid shavings.
It did, but like beef jerky flavored.
I feel like I should get arrested for this.
If you gave it to a kid?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many kids have gotten in trouble in school for having this.
Mm-hmm.
And like they like bring him into the principal's office, like, Johnny, you're not 16 or 18 or whatever. You can't own tobacco products. He's like, no, I swear it's not tobacco. it's just beef jerky.
Or it's a kid trying to fit in with the cool crowd of smokers in the back. He's like, no, I'm cool, I'm hip. Look, I got mine.
I got mine. Packs a lip.
Yeah.
Beef jerky.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you were really devious, if you had this and like you got caught with it, and then you showed them that it was just beef jerky, and then subsequently forward you just filled it with chewing tobacco.
Right.
They would never know.
Oh man, I think we just helped misfit kids.
I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, we'll blank that out from the pod.
Put Bible verses in this.
Yes, it'll help you overcome your addiction to tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, no, this is. Who thought this was a good idea?
I don't know, but
what purpose does this serve?
If I took a bunch of meat, shredded it up, wrapped it in some rolling papers, and just let you smoke it, would that be a good idea?
No, it would not.
But it's gonna sell.
Yeah, it is.
Jack Links, we have a new idea.
Call us, please. We're desperate.
Or we put it into a nice powder. Mm-hmm. You give someone a straw.
And you snort it?
You snort it. Snortable beef jerky.
You're inhaling meat particles through your nose.
Yes.
I can't think of anything more hard. You could probably do it with that. It probably would hurt.
Yes.
Don't do it, Mike.
There's probably someone on YouTube who has.
Yeah. There's so much to live for, Mike.
Yes.
Don't do it. So, man, it's been one heck of a year.
And it has been.
Here's hoping that 2017 is better.
A little bit more Canadian.
A little bit more.
A little bit less Russia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Here's hoping that Harambe doesn't die.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how that got so big. I'll be honest. I think it's hilarious. But that gorilla.
It went from an animal rights outrage to an inside joke.
Right.
Where wouldn't it be funny if we worshipped him? And now it's just a fond memory.
Right. Now it's an actual church.
Yes.
There's a church of the Latter-day Harambe.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Well, yeah, it's Christmas. It feels like it was just Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It really does.
It's so crazy. Christmas, man.
And seeing as which I got out my Thanksgiving podcast last week.
Yeah, perfect.
They'll know it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Any last closing thoughts, Mike, before we end? This is probably gonna be the last podcast of
2016.
Yeah.
Well, you faithful listeners out there, thank you for finding our podcasts at least bearable for a few minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
We like doing this.
Yep.
And we'd like to hear from you.
Yeah.
So please, go on our Facebook, go on our email, tell us what you love, tell us who you want to see in 2017, tell us which video games I can justify my salary on.
Yes.
And we look forward to doing more of this.
Absolutely. And for me, I would just like to apologize for any kind of reckless or ridiculous behavior that we've pushed on you. Mm-hmm. If you've gone out and said or done some of the silly things that we purport on this podcast, and you've been ostracized from your community, we're sorry. We're ostracized too. Mm-hmm. That's why we have to have a podcast, because we're the only people that like each other, and we can only we're the only friends we have. But honestly, it's been real. It's been fun. It's one of those things that I've always wanted to do, and I'm really glad that I had an opportunity to do it. And we do it as much for you guys as we do it for us.
Yes.
And we love what we're doing, and hopefully next year brings some
more AJ,
less
Styles.
I was gonna say, hopefully next year we can bring back in some old guests.
Yeah.
Maybe bring in some new guests. Maybe have some more memorable moments.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe try and get some other projects lifted off the ground.
And perhaps we can end with this old Irish blessing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
May the real Stone Cold come back to your heart.
Amen.
Amen.
And on that note, friends, we'll see you next year.
Yeah. See you next year.
See you next year. I hate it when people say that.
Yes.
See you next year.